what eventually disappeared and no one noticed. 3D television. My favorite illegal streaming websites. Gaming consoles at McDonald's. I never see swarms of monarch butterflies anymore. Fireflies, aka lightning bugs. I live rural and I used to see hundreds on a warm summer night. Now I get excited if I see just one. I mentioned it to other people who live in the same area as I do and they were just like, huh. Yeah. You're right. Reddit live streams. Remember that guy with a guitar in your feed? He's gone long time ago, but you didn't even notice it. Someone answering the phone at businesses. Shame and politics. Politicians used to resign in disgrace if caught taking bribes. TV bumpers. There used to be a little sequence between the show and commercials. Some of them were really interesting and creative. I think my generation remembers the one-nighties on the Disney Channel, where a Disney celeb would use a wand to make the logo. There were also bumpers that were PSAs or other actual content. Edit. Yes, I watched that documentary on YouTube. It's amazing. Everyone go to Defunct Land's channel and watch the one on the Disney Channel jingle. Just trust me. Don't look up spoilers. Kinda surprised I haven't seen this one yet. But Ronald McDonald. You remember the old clown everywhere in and around McDonald's commercials in stores? Gone. Phased out when that clown scare prank trend was going around, having many family photographs in homes. Not completely gone, but homes used to be plastered in them. The only times I really notice them is in homes of older people. Those rubber bands shaped like things that you wore on your wrist. Tayo Cruz. Girls Gone Wild. Or maybe it's just because I don't really watch Comedy Central anymore. Butterflies. Greater than monarch populations have declined by more than 70% in the eastern U.S. and by 99.9% in the western U.S. Biological Conservation reported that 40% of all insect species are declining globally and that a third of them are endangered. Plasma TVs. I had one and it died after we all watched an intervention marathon during COVID. TV repair shops. Now that you mention it. It used to be a guy behind a counter with electronic guts all over the place. He'd give you a ticket and you had to listen to the radio for a week or two. Fidget spinners, a common pop culture, in the US, at least, until at least the 80s. Most people watched the same TV show, saw the same movies, listened to the same music, could recite the same commercial slogans or jingles, bought into the same fads. I don't know when it happened, but now we are all siloed into highly specific subcultures. The foil wrapper on chocolate bars. Corporate pensions. 30 years ago, it was a standard benefit. 401ks turned out to be an excuse for corporations to junk pensions. Dinosaurs. Didn't even make the news. People fainting when something unexpected happens. And people carrying smelling salts for just such an occasion. It's so 19th century. Audio cassette tape pulled out and tangled in the shrubs of a strip mall. It was the gold standard parking lot decoration of the 90s. Blimps. Helium is expensive and drones can do some of their missions. Payphones, phone books, privacy in your daily life. Stupid curved televisions. Those god-awful Chevy commercials with the real people, not actors. One day, I realized I hadn't seen one in a while and it was almost as if they'd never existed. Except I knew they had. Man, I hated those damn things. Panama Paradise Papers. Loads of high-profile people were discovered funneling their taxes through offshore tax havens like the Cayman Islands. I can't believe this isn't the main thing we hear about every day in MSM. The culture wars are a distraction from the top 0.0001% robbing the world blind. Coney 2012. Toys and cereal boxes. Color from the world. Everything is becoming grayscale. Look at commercial buildings and fast food buildings. McDonald's used to look fun and exciting. Now they're all gray and boring. Attention spans. The outrage over net neutrality. Saturday morning cartoons. Gum with sugar. The majority of chewing gum is sugar-free. Restaurants have quietly reduced portion sizes since COVID without restoring them. Noodles and Company, along with many others, advertise large portions like pre-pandemic but only give to-go sizes even when dining in. My penis as my belly grew. Looked down one day and was like, "Where'd ya go, lil fella?" POGs. Barb from Stanger Things. The question is a paradox.